you ever seen a shooting star in the sky? Do you know where they come from? Shooting stars are meteors, small grains of dust in the tail of a comet that enter Earth's atmosphere. Once in our atmosphere, they burn up, leaving a streak of light behind them as they fall. When Earth's orbit crosses the orbit of a comet, many shooting stars can be seen in the sky at once. This event is called a meteor shower.
Comets are large balls of ice and frozen gases hurling through space, sort of like outer space snowballs. They orbit the sun in elliptical patterns, and as they get closer to the sun, they begin to melt, creating tails behind them. Some comets melt completely as they age and continue to pass by the sun. Each comet has a tiny frozen part, called the nucleus. The nucleus contains icy chunks, frozen gases with bits of dust inside. A comet warms up as it nears the sun and creates its own atmosphere, called a coma. The sun's heat causes the comet's ices to change to gases, so the comet gets larger. The pressure of sunlight and solar wind can blow the coma dust and gas away from the sun, which forms a long, bright tail. Most comets have elliptical orbits that take them close to the sun and then to further parts of the solar system.
Comets are formed from some of the material left over from the formation of planets. Our entire solar system, including comets, was created by the collapse of a giant cloud of gas and dust. Some matter remained to form small lumps of frozen gas and dust, which are comets, where temperatures are cold enough to produce the ice. Comets come from two major areas of the solar system, the Kuiper Belt and Oort cloud. Comets will remain there for billions of years until they come into contact with one another, causing collisions which changes their direction and sends them into the inner solar system, which explains why we can sometimes see them from Earth.
Many comets collided into Earth in the early stages of the solar system. It is speculated that comets colliding into Earth brought vast quantities of water into the Earth's oceans. In addition, as mentioned earlier, comets are connected to meteor showers. As a comet gets closer to the sun, some of its icy surface boils off, releasing lots of particles of dust and rock. This comet debris gets thrown out along the comet's path, especially in the inner solar system. Sometimes, as Earth makes its journey around the sun, its orbit crosses the orbit of a comet, which means Earth smacks into a bunch of comet debris, which may be the meteoroids that cause meteor showers.
So what can happen to comets? There are three possible fates of comets. If it's traveling fast enough, it can be ejected from the solar system. Some material contained in a comet nucleus evaporates away over time, which can cause the comet to go extinct. And some comets are more fragile than others, and they can break apart or split apart. They can also collide into other planets, moons, or other comets, which brings them to end as well.
So what are some examples of comet discoveries? One example is 67P. A space probe called Rosetta was launched in 2004 and reached this comet in 2014. Another example of a comet discovery is Halley's Comet, which was the first comet to be observed in detail. It can be visible to the naked eye from Earth, and last appeared in 1986 via the European spacecraft Giotto, and will appear again in mid-2061.
Now for the end of the lesson, we're going to make our own comet. Materials that we will need: either silver or gray paint, a styrofoam ball, a skewer, a piece of construction paper, any color, we just happen to pick blue, some toothpicks to attach the tissue, and then tissue.
So we're going to be starting with a styrofoam ball, which I've already painted, but you're going to be able to paint it silver or gray and let it dry overnight. Next, we will have a piece of construction paper, which we will fold going opposite directions each time until we go through the entire paper. So we will fold it like this, sort of like an accordion. And you want to make sure to fold it very tightly so that the creases stay. Like this, so that when you're done, it'll look something like this. Next, you will stick the skewer through the middle of the construction paper so that it goes through all the way to the end, like this. And you'll make a part of it stick out so that it can stick into the styrofoam ball. Like this. And for the last part, you will need a few toothpicks that you can break in half so that the pointy edge doesn't stick out of the styrofoam, and you can place some Kleenex at the back. And all you'll have to do is stick the toothpicks through the styrofoam, just so that the tissue sticks to the styrofoam in a way that it surrounds it. Like so. And then you could always add another layer for the tissue, just to make it more pronounced. And you have your comet.
Now we're going to review the parts of the comet using the model that we just made. The blue construction paper that shoots off the styrofoam ball is the tail. Now we're going to review the parts of the comet using the model that we just made. The blue construction paper that shoots off the styrofoam ball is the tail. The silver or gray styrofoam ball that you have painted acts as the nucleus, and the tissue around the styrofoam ball acts as the atmosphere, which we know as the coma.